Welcome to this week's Security Report. I'm Paul McAdam. Thanks for joining us. Investigations are on the way into the killing of a 21-year-old Bartica resident, Antonio dos Santos. He was fatally shot in front of an entertainment bar at 1st Avenue, Bartica. Police said initial investigations revealed that at about 2:25 hours, he was imbibing when he was approached and shot twice in the left region of the chest by a suspect who then fled. He succumbed to his injuries at about 7:05 hours whilst waiting at the Bartica airstrip for a medevac. The suspect was taken to the Bartica police station at about 17:15 hours by his mother, the police said. High Court Justice Navendra Singh on Thursday directed a 12-member jury to return a not guilty verdict against 50-year-old Rajesh Rupnarayan. He was on trial for the 2014 murder of David Campbell, whom he allegedly burnt to death. The judge said there was insufficient evidence and urged the jury not to return with a guilty verdict. He told Rupnarayan to stay clear from similar situations. Rupnarayan was on remand since 2014. A 61-year-old fruit vendor was on Thursday sentenced to 4 years imprisonment for sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl with a disability. Octavius Williams was charged for engaging in sexual activity with a child under the age of 16 on January 31 this year in Georgetown. Williams is a second-time offender and was charged in 2016 with a similar offense. An investigation has been launched into the murder of 36-year-old Zalia Sugrim of 569A Block Y Golden Grove, East Bank, Demerara. Her body was discovered after her family reported her missing following a visit to her estranged husband in Crane. The body was found in a shallow grave after Ryan Sugrim led investigators to her shallow grave on May 15. A post-mortem confirmed that the woman died of a gunshot wound to the head. Ryan confessed to the crime and is cooperating with investigators. On Monday, 13th May, 13 more touts were arrested, charged, and placed before the courts. Those who pled guilty were fined, and the others who pleaded not guilty were released on bail. The arrests were made at the routes 40, 41, 42, 44, 45, and 47 bus parks. This operation was spearheaded by Sergeant Michael Ramdas and a team from Police Traffic Headquarters. Continuing the campaign on Tuesday, May 14, Inspector Sean Massey, Sergeant Sheldon Wickham, and other ranks of the Brigdam Police Station conducted a similar exercise at all of the minibus parks in Georgetown, and 16 more touts were arrested and charged with soliciting of passengers. Border security was among the matters discussed between Guyana and Colombia during bilateral talks on May 16. Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Karen Cummins.
I'm very happy that we would have established ties with Colombia since 1970. And since that time, we've continued to have cooperations, and we also have a joint commission, which we hope to resuscitate. We'll be speaking about, as was mentioned earlier, on technical cooperation, in terms of security cooperation. We also, with our public service, the Spanish course for our public service, academic mobility.
The reason of my visit is to deepen and strengthen our bilateral relationship, and of course, that aim goes through the opening of the embassy in this country. We are going to speak about security cooperation. And of course, that security cooperation, if it comes into being, has to be a kind of tailor-made security agreement. So that is one of the issues that we are going to touch upon.
Talks regarding the influx of Venezuelans fleeing to neighboring countries in search of better socio-economic conditions began with the former Foreign Affairs Minister Carl Greenidge and the previous Colombian administration. Those discussions resulted in a memorandum of understanding between Colombia's Ministry of Defense and Guyana's Ministry of Public Security being framed. Now for some highlights from the Guyana Police Force. The A Division Commander, Assistant Commissioner Marlon Chapman, will host a meeting at the Brigdam compound for Georgetown residents. The date and time will be published via the media. The government, with Inter-American Development Bank support, is continuing the Guyana Police Force's transformation through the implementation of a citizen security strengthening program involving crime mapping. It was launched on May 16 at the Police Training College. Ranks on the Crime and Social Observatory and Information Technology units of the Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Prison Service participated. Geographic Information Systems, or GIS consultant Valerie Grant, said the project offers another tool in the crime fight.
We'll be helping participants to understand what exactly is GIS. We'll be helping them to understand how GIS affects crime analysis. We'll be looking at just the use of the software. We'll be looking at data collection and input.
Grant added that the GIS will allow for a better understanding of where crimes are occurring and enable better strategic analysis.
At the end of the project, then there will be all the necessary infrastructure in place so that that can be built upon as we continue to develop and maintain the systems that will be created. The project comes to an end in the next 3 months or so, at least this phase of the project for Region 4. So as of now to 3 months, you can expect to see those tools start being used. And in 3 months, you can expect that there will be a comprehensive system for Region 4.
At the end of the project, the Ministry of Public Security will install the necessary hardware, software, and data collection equipment. Safety and health and the future of work, building on the knowledge and achievements accumulated over the years. This was the theme for the National Advisory Council on Occupational Health and Safety in Health in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Protection's annual awards ceremony. The event was held on Wednesday, May 15 at the Herdmanston Lodge in Peterborough Street, Queenstown, Georgetown. The Ghana Police Force received 2 awards and a trophy, whilst the Occupational Health and Safety Officer received an individual award. Now for some highlights from the Ghana Defence Force. Corporal Raul Collins of the Ghana People's Militia gained 2 awards at the conclusion of the Section Commander's course for 2019. He was the course's top graduate and also picked up the Best Military Knowledge Award. Also gaining awards were runner-up students Corporal Julius Bob of 1 Infantry Battalion, Corporal Jeffrance Johnson of Air Corps for Best Shot, Corporal Kellon Chase of 3-1 SF Special Forces Squadron for Best Fitness, and Corporal Theon Sampson of the 4th Engineer Corps for Best Drill. They are among the 32 corporals who graduated successfully from the course on May 15 last at the Jaguar Lecture Hall at Training Corps Headquarters. Other awardees were Sergeant Kessa Messiah for Best Military Knowledge and Sergeant Jamal Branco of the Ghana Police Force for Best Fitness. 37 graduated from that course. As part of the training on the Platoon Sergeant Command course, the sergeants completed the Force Methods of Instruction course and received the certification. The Ghana Defence Force has awarded the Jungle and Amphibious Training Badge, or JATS, to Brazilian captain Bruno Correa Andrade. This is in recognition of his provision of training to an exceptional standard in jungle training warfare to GDF troops. The citation and badge were presented to the captain on Friday, May 10 by Commanding Officer Training Corps Lieutenant Colonel Julius Skate. Chief of Staff Brigadier Patrick West challenged warrant officers and senior NCOs to be ready for the future even as the force continues its transformation for total national defense. He was declaring the Warrant Officers and Senior Non-Commissioned Officers Conference open at Base Camp in Ghana. Brigadier West highlighted some of the force's transformations, which range from the recapitalization of units such as the Air Corps and Engineer Corps, the expanded role of 4 Engineer Battalion, and the services offered by the GDF's Co-op Credit Union, along with the opportunities for warrant officers and senior NCOs to pursue academic programs at the University of Guyana. He emphasized the need for stakeholders to remember their role within the GDF and to continue working to always ensure the success of all GDF missions. The 2-day conference ended May 17. Lance Corporal Randy Deputron of G5 branch was recognized as the best graduating student when the first junior leader course for this year concluded at the Jaguar Lecture Hall at Base Camp Stevenson on May 9. Also receiving awards were Lance Corporal Nikel Cornelius of 1 Infantry Battalion, Lance Corporal Theon Wrights of Interior Corps for Best Military Knowledge, and Lance Corporal Ray Lowenfield of Defense Headquarters for Best Drill. Lance Corporal Orlando Grenville of Training Corps got Best Fitness, and Lance Corporal Osafa Campbell of 1 Infantry Battalion Best Shot. A total of 70 ranks graduated from that course. The Ghana Defence Force is now a full member of the International Military Sports Council, the CISM. This follows the organization's General Assembly and Congress held recently in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. CISM is an international sports association composed of the armed forces from member nations accepted by the United Nations General Assembly. It promotes sports activities and physical education between the armed forces as a means to foster world peace. This idea is encapsulated in the CISM's motto, Friendship Through Sport. Attending the conference was second-in-command of the Coast Guard, Commander Vernon Burnett, who represented Guyana and received the official certificate of membership. Ghana's accession to full membership means that soldiers can now compete at all CISM activities considered by some to be the Olympics of the armed forces, with over 20 military world championships from various sports. Now for the Ghana Police Force's wanted list. Vasi Gordon Barry is wanted by the police for questioning in relation to possession of firearm and ammunition and the possession of narcotics for the purpose of trafficking committed on April 27, 2019 at the Dazzle Housing Scheme and Alpha Hotel, Ogle, East Coast, Demerara. Anyone with information that may lead to his arrest is asked to contact the police on telephone numbers 226-2407, 225-2694, 229-2019, 229-2289, 911, or the nearest police station. Kevin Campbell is also wanted by the police for questioning in relation to obtaining credit by false pretense committed on Nelina Rampasod on March 28, 2019. Anyone with information that may lead to the arrest of Kevin Campbell is asked to contact the police on telephone numbers 226-2407, 225-2694, 229-2019, 229-2289, 911, or their nearest police station. The Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit is also seeking the arrest of Winston Carto, also known as Chief Mike. His last known address has been given as 193 Greenheart Street, South Reinveld Gardens. In a statement, Kanu said that Chief Mike is wanted in relation to the 7 pounds of cocaine bust recently conducted at the Eugene Caraya Airport at Ogle. The bust resulted in the arrest of 55-year-old Sandra Angela Prophet. She was on May 2 sentenced to 4 years jail and fined $9.1 million for attempting to smuggle over 7 pounds of cocaine through that airport. And that's it for this week's Security Report. Goodbye.